This is Milton Friedman, the Nobel Prize-winning libertarian economist who adamantly opposed big government.
The government is too big. It's becoming our master instead of our servant. We've got to react against it and cut it down to size.
So it may come as a surprise to learn Milton Friedman proposed a government program to guarantee everyone a minimum income.
In my book, Capitalism and Freedom, I propose something called a negative income tax, essentially a minimum income.
How could an outspoken free market capitalist like Milton Friedman propose essentially the same idea as a democratic socialist like MLK?
A guaranteed minimum income for all people and for all families of our country.
So many dollars a week or a month, and they would get it in weekly or monthly payments.
I'm Matt Orfalea, and here's 5 reasons why Milton Friedman supported a guaranteed income. Reason number 1, freedom.
I agree that as a moral principle, those of us who are paying taxes to provide subsidies for others have every moral right to say what it shall be used for. If we want to say we will give you money only if you use it to buy toothpaste and not for anything else, that's our right. But I think we are very unwise to exercise it. I think we would be wiser and more truly charitable and do both them and ourselves more good to tell them to use it to buy what they will.
The people who get on welfare lose their human independence. They become subject to the dictates and whims of their welfare supervisor who can tell them whether they can live here or there, what they may do with their lives. They're treated like children.
By requiring them to come before a governmental official and be told that you may spend X dollars on rent, Y dollars on food, etc., and then be given a handout. They would be far better off if we just gave them the money and let them spend it. Because in doing so, we not only give them more help immediately, we will strengthen their responsibility.
Milton Friedman understood individuals know best how to spend money for their own sake than any government bureaucrat.
The fundamental idea is that people should be free to choose.
Reason number 2, to cut government bureaucracy.
We have too many separate individual programs.
Welfare in the U.S. is a complex maze of 126 separate anti-poverty programs.
The results? Monumental government spending, much of it wasted, little of it going to the people whom we would like to see helped. Now, what it seems to me you ought to do is to give people money instead of a whole lot of separate little baffles and get rid of the bureaucracy that is involved in all these programs.
Reason number 3, it would enable work.
You could have a program that would be far superior to the present structure in that it would help people who are poor because they're poor. It would help them in a way which would retain an incentive for them to work.
The current welfare system punishes people for working. If you take a job and increase your income, you lose your benefits.
Maybe a job comes up that looks better than welfare, but they're afraid to take it. Because if they lose it after a few months, it may be 6 months or 9 months before they can get back onto welfare.
A guaranteed income removes that disincentive to work and allows everyone to earn more without being penalized.
They can earn an extra $100 or an extra $200 and be better off.
With a guaranteed income, it always pays to work.
It would mean we could each of us take advantage of opportunities that opened up without fearing that if by some chance we lost our jobs, it would be a long time before we could get back on assistance.
Reason number 4, equality.
It treats everybody the same way, and there's none of this unfortunate discrimination among people.
Friedman wrote, the program should be designed to help people as people, not as members of particular occupational groups or age groups or industries. In other words, a program that is guaranteed to all citizens is preferable to the current programs that divide us up into subcategories.
It's a system which would have the effect of eliminating the separation of the society into those who receive and those who pay, a separation that tends to destroy the whole social fabric.
Reason number 5, a guaranteed income is not communism. There was no freedom to work and spend as you choose in the Soviet Union. With a guaranteed income, the profit motive remains intact, and every citizen is still free to earn as much more as they're willing to work for. So what do you think of a guaranteed income? If it's had so much support all through American history, why don't we have it yet?
Why don't governments learn? Because governments never learn. Only people learn.
I'm Matt Orfalea. Thanks for watching.
I have always been in favor of having a program under which you will have some minimum income, you will provide for people.
Every other welfare program, not only does a lot of money go to the people who are well off, but on the average, the poor are taxed and the well-to-do are subsidized. We in the upper income classes have been very clever at conning the poor suckers at the bottom to pay us nice salaries as bureaucrats and to provide us with nice benefits at their expense. And at least the welfare program doesn't do that.
And you state with great confidence that it will come, the negative income tax, even though you recognize the hurdles. Why are you so sure it will come?
Although it's not politically feasible now, the force of history is on its side. It's going to become political.
When Ben Bernanke talked about the helicopter, he was taking that metaphor from Milton Friedman. That wasn't his idea. And it's really telling that in the state of America right now, Milton Friedman would count as being on the far left of the debate over monetary policy.
Yeah.
That's something terribly wrong with where we've gone here.
Why did the Federal Reserve bail out the rich? Why didn't they give the money to the mortgage holders? If you care about poor people,
so Representative Paul,
houses, why didn't you use helicopters? Why didn't you use helicopters and pass it out to the home builders? That would have been more fair.
We have forgotten the basic truth that the founders of this country knew so well, that the greatest threat to human freedom is a concentration of power, whether in the hands of government or anyone else.